All the links for products used on the car during this application will be in the description below. Hi guys, thanks for stopping by today. Today's video, we're going to apply AvalonKing Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating to my brand new 2021 Charger Scat Pack. We're going to show the prep for this as well as the application and the finished product and the hydrophobic nature of the finish after we're done. So traditionally, for the prep, you would want to do a foam wash, a contact wash, chemical decontamination, whether it be iron particle remover as well as bug and tar remover, clay bar, or clay the car, or clay the finish with either a clay bar, a clay mitt, or a clay towel, paint correction, which depending on the condition of the paint, you could start with wet sanding, but in most cases on older cars you would start with a compound to remove imperfections and then polish to get the final swirls and love marks out of it and to give it a little extra gloss. After that, you need an IPA or an isopropyl alcohol wipe down. Usually do that twice to make sure that we remove all the polishing oils and debris that's left on the paint. At that point, you'd want to inspect the paint, make any final corrections as necessary, and then you would be ready to apply the coating. For my purposes, my prep took me about, even though it was a brand new car off the lot, you'll see, and I'll talk about it as we go through, I still had 5 to 6 hours of prep before I put the coating on. So, without any further delay, let's get into it. So on the pre-wash, just wanted to take the pressure washer, knock any loose debris and dirt off the car, rims, fender wells, etc. Wasn't for sure if there was any finish left or any finish on the paint, so I wanted to use this product, the Turtle Wax Max Power Car Wash. You can mix it pretty high or mix it pretty strong and have the alkalinity pretty high. So I just wanted to put that in the foam cannon, put it on the car, and give it a chance to remove any finish that may be on there. Didn't know if the dealership maybe had put a wash and wax on there and there was a little bit of finish. But anyway, wanted to take it off. And so once I put it on here and let it dwell for a few minutes and then rinse it off, it seemed to take it off quite nicely. That's my helper, Milo. For our chemical decontamination, I use Nano Skin Iron Free. So sprayed down the wheels in the car. You can see the iron particles being loosened up right there. At this point, I was trying to decide whether, after it was rinsed down, if I needed the clay bar. So you just basically fill your paint, the lower on the car as well. But since this one was brand new, really hadn't had sat out a lot, it did not need to be clay barred. So I used my pH balanced wash that I normally use, put it in the foam cannon with a touchless wash first, and then from there did our contact wash. Now that she's nice and clean and dry, time to bring her into the garage and polish the paint. So no need to compound at the risk of burning my paint. Just have a drill attachment here with a 3-inch pad, using the softest pad that came in the kit, and low RPMs on the drill, just trying to add some gloss. There was a couple of areas on the paint, less than 4, that just needed a little help. Little smudges that were in the paint that came out really easily. But we just polished it to get some extra gloss more than anything else. Didn't have a fancy light, but I used the light on my phone, the light in my garage with some extra lighting, and just to show you, went around the car looking for any kind of imperfections and just to inspect the paint. And it looked pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. Then an IPA Wipe Down. So isopropyl alcohol, you can buy something pre-made. I'll have some links in the description, I'll show that, or you can make your own. This is what I use, is a 50-50 mix, isopropyl alcohol and distilled water. So if you can't say anything else about AvalonKing, you can say that they package their products well. It's just pretty self-evident. This box, when you open it up, its display and how everything is made just feels special, feels expensive, feels nice. It's really a great product, top to bottom. Read many reviews to decide on this, watched quite a few YouTube videos. I can tell you I am super satisfied with the results, and hopefully I get 2 to 4 years protection with it. We will find out, and I will keep you posted. But this is how it comes, and this is how it looks. So it comes in, it's got the little credit card looking dude, it's got the armor shield container and the silver bottle looking really nice. But in the container you get the application pad, comes with a nice microfiber towel for application, the suede covers for the applicator, there's 3 in there, and a pair of gloves, and you get a sticker as well as the instructions. Instructions are pretty basic, pretty straightforward, and we'll talk about that as we move on, as we're doing the application, and then the tips and maintenance that it has in there as well. So the how to apply instructions actually say, step 1, small black cloth around the sponge. Using the card provided, press the cloth into both sides firmly to secure it. Shake the bottle well, liberally apply drops to heavily saturate the cloth. Wipe a thick layer across the car surface, first horizontally, then vertically, to ensure an even application. Continue to spread in a crisscross pattern until you have completely covered the section. Add drops frequently as needed. Let the coating sit until it flashes, iridescent, almost like an oil slick, which you can see that coming up shortly. Then remove the residue by lightly buffing with a microfiber towel. So basically what I did to deviate from the instructions was I had 2 microfiber towels. One to initially, they say buffing, but as I've discovered, it's a self-leveling ceramic coating. So when you're doing this first wipe down or buffing, you're actually leveling the product. Then I would come right behind it with a second microfiber towel to continue to level the product as well as buff it to a streak-free shine. The directions recommend after you're done, you come back and wipe it down a second time. Make sure you look at all the panels at different angles and different lightings to make sure you don't have any high points. If you see any dark spots, that would be where it's uneven and you would want to come back. I put 2 full coats on my car to make sure I didn't miss any spots. Also covered all the lights and the glass in the same fashion. Cover it back and forth, go with that crisscross pattern vertically and horizontally, let it flash, and then buff microfiber towel to complete the leveling process, and then a second microfiber towel to buff it out. Not supposed to get it wet for 48 hours, so she sat in the garage for a couple of days before she came out, but the weather has been absolutely nasty. Recommended that you don't wash it for 4 to 7 days. The coating continues to cure over multiple days. Having said that, I wanted to show you the hydrophobic properties. So you can see it's sheeting right off, and that's what should happen in the beads on there before. So here you have it, the final product. So 5 to 6 hours of prep, 2 coats of Armor Shield, and she looks absolutely fantastic. I can't thank these guys enough. Highly recommended it. Once the prep's done, it's super easy to put on, super easy to level. Had a couple of high spots that I didn't see initially. I was able to come back several hours later and just buff them right out and level them up. So there you have it, and we'll test this in about 6 months to see where she's at. So subscribe to the channel, keep checking back. We will be doing some other mods here coming after Christmas. I'm getting some new toys for the car, but I highly recommend AvalonKing Armor Shield. It's a fantastic product. Daily 392. Like, subscribe,